everybody. Saturday, March 15th. We're doing something a little different here. We're gonna hike a one-way hike this morning. We're starting at Caledonia State Park. We're gonna end at Panmar, across the Mason-Dixon line. And yeah, so we got some transportation here for the hike. Good guy doing this transportation for us. He's not cheap, but he's good. Matthew.
I had to give him a little bit of a favor, but you know, they made my pockets a little heavier, so I can't complain.
Yeah, he's not cheap, but he's getting us where we need to go. So we're heading up to Caledonia now, and we're gonna start, probably check in when we get there and get this hike started. All right, there goes our ride. We're on our own now. So we're up here at Caledonia. Looks like we're the only ones here so far. And we're gonna get geared up here and find the Appalachian Trail. Should be somewhere around here, and start heading south.
Just getting started. We're about a half mile in. We are hoping, well, we have to go 17 miles to our car. So we're just getting started, and we got 7 months to the Grand Canyon. We're excited. Here we go.
Coming up on Route 30 here, and then we'll kind of really get into it. We'll be leaving Caledonia Park then. It's clear right now. I don't think Caledonia's on this side of the road. Probably just beyond Michaud State Forest from here on out. So here we go. So we just, ever since we crossed Route 30, been uphill the whole way. Not too steep, but just a slight grade going up. So we're getting hot already. Forgot to say the temperature when we started here, but it's like 43, something like that. It's supposed to get up to 60 today, but cloudy, so there's no sun. But we weren't sure how to dress, and with getting hot, so we're thinking of maybe already starting to shed some layers here. We'll see how long we can keep going uphill.
On the way up here, we almost hit 2 deer. Mike and I almost hit a deer. And then when we were in Matthew's car, he literally missed a deer, I swear, by a couple inches. Saw a lot of deer crossing the road. So yeah, got lucky.
All we saw was a brown blur. We don't know where it came from, but it was probably inches or less away from hitting the front of the car. So we got lucky there. Just checking in again. We're still going up. We did stop and take our jackets off. Feels good. But yeah, this climb still continues. Is it? I think that was the wind. Might be a decent lookout up here, but it's so foggy we're not going to be able to see anything. We actually came up on those rocks. I didn't know we were going to be going up over them. I thought we were going to be turning, but went right through them. Actually, I should have stayed up there. Watch out on these wet rocks.
We're about 3 1/4 miles in, still heading up, still very foggy, light drizzle here and there. Feeling good on our way. Okay, we just stopped for our first break.
We're about 4 miles in. It's very strange. You can see where it's really foggy up on the top of that ridge. We were kind of walking up along that, and it's raining up there, like some light rain and stuff. And down here, literally like, I don't know, less than 100 yards down, it's just like totally dry. So
I wouldn't say totally dry.
yeah, it's totally dry. So we're gonna stop and take a break. I wanted to show some of this stuff here that we got. We got some old cinnamon buns we're gonna eat up. So they should taste good. Show this new gear I got. I got 2 of these little straps here off Amazon for pretty cheap. I use them to hold my hiking poles onto the side. And for the recording, this isn't new, but I've been using this backpack strap. I've been trying to use my hiking poles more. My knees were hurting me a little bit. And I also got this. I'm gonna try. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but it's a head strap for my GoPro, so I'm gonna try maybe putting that on later and seeing that. Try to keep my hands more freed up for my hiking poles, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, it's been a pretty good hike so far. A lot of these rock scrambles up here across the top of the ridge to keep it interesting. So take a little break here and continue on. Checking in for a quick update here. We're about 9 miles in. We're getting really hungry and tired, so we're supposed to be coming up on I think it's called Tumbling Run Shelter. It says we're about 1.5 miles out from that, so, and it's starting to rain again, so we're trying to push through here this last mile before we get another break. Starting to get tired.
Tumbling Run Shelter. We're at 10.08 miles in. It's 1:30. We're tired and hungry. We're going to take a good break. We even have a rose for lunch. Let me show you around to the shelter. We have this nice picnic area, clotheslines. You have 2 shelters here, another picnic table. Here's what the shelters look like. Campfire ring. Another shelter. And the bathrooms are down there. There's more sitting areas down there. Hike's going good so far. No rain, just fog. We're gonna just sit and take a long break. We're gonna have tuna mac for lunch. If you didn't see our last video, that's what we had for lunch last time, so check that out on our last video if you missed it. And we're just gonna take a well-deserved break. Okay, just checking in. It's around 3:30 and we're around 12 miles in. So we got about 5 miles to go. Feeling pretty good. We didn't get a chance to drink any of our coffee at lunchtime. Those shelters are really nice. However, if you're looking for some peace and serenity, that might not be the place where you want to take a break. Because the last 2 times we got swarmed by groups of at least 20 people, very loud and obnoxious. So we decided to leave, and we didn't get a chance to have any of our coffee. So we're dragging a little bit, but we're still doing good.
All right, about 13.5 miles in, coming up to the Deer Lick shelters here. We're gonna take our last break and refuel. Getting a little bit tired, but still doing pretty well. Bathroom. Don't think anybody's here. Yeah.
Where you want to sit? I kind of want to sit here.
Yeah, we will. All right. Gonna get set up here for break. All right, we're just cross Route 16. And I don't know if we're in Maryland. I don't know, we're not in Maryland, but I'm trying this head strap out to see how it turns out. So I think we got about 2 miles or less to go. Seems like it's been stuck on that forever. My knee's starting to really hurt me, my right knee. What? We're basically not. Just walking over on across the top of the rocks. Alright guys, we just came into the Mason-Dixon line. We're running out of daylight. This hike is longer than what it looked at like on the computer. We're up to 18 miles already. Going really slow the last couple miles. We're both having knee problems, so we're moving at a snail's pace here, but since we crossed this here now, the end's in sight. We should be done here within a quarter mile or less. So we're gonna try to get done here before it gets dark. All right, we're just about there. Actually, I can see the car way up there. So we're back here in Penmar Park. So we made it. We beat the darkness. Ended up being over 18 miles. We'll give you the final stats when we get back to the car then.
Well, we did it. 18.36 miles, a lot longer than what we thought it was going to be. The last 2 miles were brutal. A lot of downhill and my knees just totally locked up. But we did it. We're glad it's over. We're glad we did it. Good training for the canyon. And we got about an hour drive home. And we're going to go put our son's TV up and eat some pizza.
It was a great hike. Lots of climbs, lots of downhills, some flat spots. Good, very good training hike. So yeah, we're really happy we did it. A little longer than expected, but we made it through. So we'll see you on the next one.
Next one is in 2 weeks. Bye.